Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Navneet and welcome to my channel Cloud and Coffee with Navneet. So being a data engineer, when you work as a data engineer, there are many times when you need to work and create a repetitive task. Let's say if you're looking to bring the data from a databases and looking to store the data into S3, or you will be conducting a lot of small file and looking to perform the compression, and every time that file arrives you're looking to do those compressions again and again, and then, or maybe you are having the file and looking to create the partitions, or you will be reading the data from S3 writing to the databases, right? So uh, if you're working with the databases or any other repetitive task, the task is like, okay, if you have one database, it's very easy to build the data pipeline. But let's say if you have hundreds of databases, hundreds of tables, it's very difficult, right? Kind of build that same pipeline and again. So that that brings the challenge, and that's where the glue has something called blueprint. As the name suggests, right, you will be creating a template, and which template allow you to perform that repetitive task. When you will be looking to work on the blueprints, you're able to create your own blueprints and zip the blueprints and have it added. Or AWS Glue provides a lot of sample blueprint. Here, if you go into AWS Blueprint, in the AWS Labs, you're able to go to AWS Glue Blueprints library, and if you go into the samples, you're able to see there are many blueprints available, such as compaction, conversion, crawling to S3 location, uh, custom connection to catalog, encoding, blah blah. So like JDBC to S3, etc. These are many samples are available. So in this demo, I will be going and showcasing how you can go and get started with your own blueprints, right? And I will be able to showcase you how you can able to use this sample blueprint, specifically the one with the partitions. However, you can able to build your own custom blueprint, and there is an entire documentation around how you can able to build the blueprint. However, when you're working with the blueprints, if I have to give you a very broad overview of the blueprints, so its blueprints going to have three sections. One will be your blueprint actually, so it's going to have a Python script. It's also going to be a configuration file, and once you have that Python and a configuration file, you will be kind of creating that zip file and running it. So yeah, let's get started. So here, and again, just to let you know, there are really good blogs which has been written by right, this is one blog where it's showcase how you can able to build the blueprint, where you're looking to bring the data from the databases and have the data being stored into data lake, and then you will be using the step functions as an orchestrations. There is another blog being written by there's another blog is written by the Nuri and others like Shiv, Nuri, and others. They talk about like how you can able to start with the blueprint. So as I said, like the blueprint is going to be your glue script. You're going to have a configuration file, and then going to be a layout file. So let's get started, right? So first thing what we're looking to do in this section is we will be looking to clone this entire repo. So what I will be looking to do is I will be using this git clone command, and let's see. Yes, okay, let me make it a little bigger so this way it will be visible to you. So I'm having make dir blue. Let me see. Demo make dir, and let's call it blueprint, right? So we are having the cd blueprint, and let's clone this one. We are able to clone this entire repo here. It takes few seconds to get it done. Now we are going to go into the let's see, ls. We are going to go into AWS blueprints here, and then we are going to the samples. Once we are in samples, the next thing we are looking to do is we are looking to do a partition of the sample, right? So I will be, so we are looking to do the compression of the sample. So I will be using and compressing the samples. If you see here, if you go into, there are many scripts available. Those like actually these are copied from here, and let me showcase this. So each file going to have your configuration file, layout file, and then definitely the scripting file. If I go here, so this is how it's being written. Similarly, if I go into the partition, this is like configuration file. It's nothing but a JSON file, right? So this way you're able to pass the parameters, what all parameters you're looking to pass into it, and then you're going to be a layout file, how the layout going to look like for this one. So if I can able to expand this one a little bigger, make it a little more, yeah, anyways. So this is how it is. So where were we? Yes, so I will be going and creating this zip file, right? And if we're done with creating it, let's see. So we are having this zip file. So first task will be, we are going into our console. Let me go to the Glue console, and we will be going into the blueprints. I will be adding the blueprints. I will be calling it blueprint demo, and we call it partition, right? We are having this partition here, and once we are partition, I will be calling the same as an optional here. We will be looking to go and look for a blueprint. So again, once you've done it, you will be going and kind of copying that to an S3 bucket. So let me go back and create a S3 bucket. I will be calling it maybe demo blueprint, right? So I will be creating this bucket, and here we have bucket. I will be going and creating one more folder, then calling it blueprint blueprint. Maybe I can call it partition blueprint, right? So we have this partition blueprint being created, and then we will be going and copying this samples. We have this samples here. We are having this partition. I just copied and uploaded it here. So this is done. Close. Let me go back to here. We will be going and browsing. So blueprint, we have demo blueprint, partition blueprints. We will be going and selecting this partition. Once done, we will be going and adding the blueprints. So I already had this was running earlier, but I'm just built this all together new to showcase you guys. So now it will take literally a few minutes. So before it can turn, let's wait for it to get it done. Let me pause the video for a time being, and then I will come back once that is active. Okay, now we have a blueprint created. So next job will be, I will be using this blueprint and creating the workflow. So I will be going and selecting this my IAM role, and just keep in mind, when you will be working on this blueprint, you will be able to go and look for the IAM role when you will be creating blueprint. I believe there is a permission is there. What all permission is needed for this blueprint, right? There's a prerequisite. I believe there is a one more IAM thing. IAM role registered and IAM role. But you able to find that permission thing in here, which is required for creating the IAM role. So I will be going and anyways, I have created that blueprint anyway, other permission, and I granted access to this IAM role. Let me go and see if we're able to find permission here. I will tell you later. Maybe I can find it. Anyway, so let's go, and we will be going and creating that partitioning. So for that, I will be here. We will be looking to use. So what we're looking to do in this example is we are going to have a S3 bucket. Let's see if we're able to go and access this S3 bucket. And this S3 bucket is S3 ls. Okay, if it's not so not able to access it, let me see. Okay, let's see. No sign in required. No. Yeah, so this is no sign in request. I would be, hopefully I'm able to access it again, because this is a public bucket, right? So I should be able to access it. Let me put this one, no sign in request. Yeah, so if you see here, this is how the data look like. So we are having this file, so there is no partition or anything as such. So we wanted to go and create a partition for the dataset. So when we'll be looking to have the data being stored, we wanted to have a partition being created using the date. Okay, so we'll be going and creating. Why partition is needed means, if you're interested, I can build an entire video around it, how you can optimize your data lake. But ideally is like partition help you to narrow down your search, and this way your query will be faster, whether you will be using Athena, whether you will be using Spark, whether you will be using Redshift, anything you will be using. When you will be having the partition is created, it is kind of narrow down the search result, and then eventually increase your query, optimize your query performance. Okay, so here, as we learn, we do not have anything, so I will be going and copy providing this path. Where is, yes, so I will be going and providing this path. I will be calling it demo partition workflow. I will be selecting the role, so we will be having this glue role here. I will be going and provided the path. I will be providing that partition workflow db. Maybe I calling it table, right? So I will be having this too here. We will be going an output. We are providing that output, so I will be low. Let me go and create an output folder here. Partition output, let's call it partition output. Create it. Let me copy the URI and provided the URI here. We will be good. See, and then we will be going and providing the column name. So we're going to have a date as a column. I believe that is the column name. Yeah, date and day, and we will be keeping the rest of the things are default, because those are the optional, right? So again, you wanted to have a frequency, we can just go with the default frequency, which is, and then we will be going with if you want to put a cron, you can cron, another cron, the cron job, you're able to do that as well. And same as like if you want to put any kind of partition key here. Okay, so that can be done. Next, and we will be going and creating it. So what it will doing is going and creating a workflow. So once this has been done, we will be going to, we have a workflow will be created. So if you're not aware of the glue workflow, so glue workflow let you orchestrate your glue job. So as we have already run this orchestration pass, let me showcase what the workflow look like. So it's again, the only limitation about the glue workflow, it's you can only work with the glue, crawler, and job. So it will do not go and expand beyond AWS glue services, but the whole idea is it let you orchestrate your glue jobs, right? So here we have already have Knox stations where we'll be starting it. We will be doing the crawling. We will be, once the crawling been done, we will be going and running the job. So let's see when we have been running this blueprint. Let's see what the workflow will get created. It will take yeah, so this is like, you know, we have this workflow completed successfully. Now if I go back and look for this workflow, here we were having this workflow. Wait, yeah, so let's see, still running. Yeah, so this is our workflow we got just created after the creating the blueprint. Now we're going and running the workflow. So workflow will go through each and every step and then it performing all the jobs. So what we're doing here is we are having this crawler, right? The crawler is the demo partition workflow, the crawler name, and then we will be going to have a job. So job will be the demo workflow. So similarly you can able to build for others other workflow as well. So let's say if you are looking to perform for JDBC to S3, like reading from the JDBC databases or reading from the databases to and writing to an S3. So the whole concept around the blueprint is if you have a repetitive task and if you're looking to create some blueprint around it, and then eventually you're able to share this blueprint to other users, right? So they can able to use this blueprint and able to build their own jobs or build their own workflow. I will wait for it to complete, but let me showcase you. We have I have already ran this in the past, and when I ran this in past, it completed successfully. And then here I have this, if I go to the history, I will able to see this run details, and this is how it's completed, right? And once it's completed, I had this table or blueprint. I think I had this table here. So this is the table. So see here, we had this job initially. It was written as in JSON, and now we are having, if I go and just read here, we do not have any partition or anything. If I go into partition, we do not have any partition. If I go back and look into this one here, the parquet which we have created recently, so we're going to go and see there's a, hey, we have created this partition on the date. So we are having this year, month, and day, right? So you're able to go and see all the files in a S3, and we got an idea how this is being created. So we have this output file, we are having this multiple year, month, and day within it, and then we are having file. So you got an idea. So if I go into Athena and if I go into the blueprints, so let's say if we are having going and reviewing, and we are calling it count star, or maybe we got this one right. So let me see if we wanted to have I don't know, maybe we wanted to year, month, and day, right? So if we say, hey, bring me where date is equal to, I wanted to bring all the record where date is equal to this value. So if I go and run this one, let's see how much time it will take to execute. It's kind of fairly fast, so 1.28 seconds. Source blue till, okay, sorry, this one here. So we are having this source blueprint table, and then if I go into here, we call it blueprint table, and if I just go and run this one, right? So again, not much of a difference in terms of performance, but let me see if I can go with doing the source, because the file size is small, so you're not seeing much of difference in terms of query performance. And here we are having this just 648 comes like 1.68 Second, if I go here and run this one, so if you see here, okay, this is interesting. So if you see here, I will be doing the count star. It will be scanning this much of data, and then it's taking this much of time. What if I just go and run against this one here? Okay, so it just ran and it provided me output. It did not scan any data, and the reason being it's stored in the form of Parquet, and Parquet have the metadata as a metadata file, right, which has all the information, so it's not scanning anything. So again, so this is how you're able to go and optimize it. Hopefully it's makes sense now. And let's see if we have if we able to the other one was completed too. This way you're able to see how the blueprint is still running. Let's go and see where we are currently. So it's went and it's running the job. So if I go into the jobs, I will be able to see there is a one job will be running. Job running, we are having this one job running. You able to go and view all detail. This is still running, right? You got an idea. So how it work is we will be providing output table, blah blah blah. So hopefully this blueprint is clear now. And if you look like to watch similar kind of video, do like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.